Hi everyone, Rosemarie Neumayer here, and I'm doing a Stuffie show-off video. I'm going to show off all the Stuffies that I've made so far in July. And I made a lot more than I normally would, like crunch time, because I have an art show tomorrow, which is the one and only Art in the Park that I do every year because it's a quiet venue. It does look like rain though tomorrow, so they're going to be moving everything inside, so we'll see how long I last. But anyway, so because I have hyperacusis, and that comes from having too many head injuries, which also is where the migraines come from. And unfortunately, it's like this vicious cycle. Also a bit of a human barometer. So if it's gonna rain, I'm probably gonna, well, we'll see. Sometimes I've had improvement because I've been taking magnesium, and that's been very helpful actually. Because my body, as hypermobile, and the migraines, I just burn it off like it's, candy. So anyway, it's enough talk about that. But I'm very excited about the show, and I just wanted to show off what I've made just for July. Keep in mind, I make all year round, and I have a giant tote. Well, actually, I have a couple of totes. I put them in the totes, and they just, wait for the day. So, but this is my, to the wire. So I'm gonna start with the keychains. I don't know if I've ever explained, but I keep the curtain pulled. This is a glass shelving unit behind here, and it's got my partner, their Lego, and like all that. And the other thing is that he doesn't like, he likes me to pull the curtain because it reflects. So I have the curtain pulled over it because it reflects, and then you can see exactly where we are placement wise. Also, it's really distracting because so that's why I pull it as well. I like it. So anyway, just so you're not seeing all the reflection. Okay, so made a little leggy toad keychain, and made a donut, and little flower power. These are coming from my upcoming, that I'm still working on that keychain collection. But as you all know, if you've been watching my videos, and if you haven't, I had a serious issue here at home with the loss of one of our fur babies, so to bone cancer, which was, horrible. And so anyway, so my writing of that got just like, I'm editing it now. I've written it, it's being edited, so you're going to be seeing these, because these are all mine. So you're going to be seeing them. And then this is my itty bitty baby octopus, teeny tiny baby octopus. And I just threw it on a keychain because, great for that. Oh, and here's sea turtle, which I love. And you can make them in, like, you tend to do more moody colors, but for the art show, because it's the kids predominantly, I put everything in bright, happy, cheery, because these two end up in the Toasty Toad Cafe, but I make them a little more moodier because the feel in there is dark and moody. So anyway, so that's some of those keychains. This particular keychain I love, and it's not my pattern. This is by someone who goes by the name The Wandering Deer. I found it as a free pattern. I have yet to been able to actually confirm if it's a proper free pattern or not. Yeah, but anyway, because I don't know, I just had trouble finding stuff on their site. So yeah. Okay. These next two are actual free patterns, and from another crochet artist. These are from Amy Moore. These are her, look at these little guys, free baby T-Rex pattern. And this is a written pattern on their site, as well as they have a video on YouTube and stuff like that. So, because this is brilliant, the open mouth that she's designed here. I mean, look at this. This is incredible. And look at how cute. Okay, I can't help it. She's like, and then also they're like little singers, like la 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 la. And again, anyway, these little ones make me happy. These little babies, again, very popular with the little ones. So I've made two of those, And then keeping in the dino theme, I have baby-friendly one here. This is from the Edwards Menagerie. I have the first book because I got that when it first came out and I love it. And this is a Stegosaurus. And you're going, I don't remember seeing that in the book. And that's because you didn't. I modified the basics, which are the legs and all this stuff, and to make a stego. And I made a tail and designed the spikes and all that stuff because I wanted like a retro dino. And this is what this is. This is the dinosaur I grew up with. You know, them looking like this, very, you know, not necessarily that correct. Okay, and okay, one more for other people's patterns. Mini Amigurumi Birds, I think, is the name of this pattern book. Oh, I'm blanking on the name of the artist. Oh, dang. Anyway, her little pigeon. I love it. So cute. I haven't actually had the pigeon yet, so this year I'm rolling out the pigeon for the art show. And I made it a little tail, just with little surface crochet, right? Because with the double crochet here. Because a lot of these birds don't have tails, which I'm like, that's odd. I mean, so much attention to detail, like all the little feet for the pattern design, for the shapes, they look so good. And yet the artist tends to leave off tails. Okay. So in a lot of cases, so in those cases, I make them tails because birds need tails. Design choices can be funny. Okay. So now just looking through here. Oh, here's another one of hers. Here is the rooster, as it's called in the book, the hen, and just pulling off assorted fluff. I lint roll all these before they hit to market to get all the extra fluff off of it and any stray cat fur, but I haven't been able to do that yet because I'm going to be doing that next. But I thought before I tag and all that stuff, because that's going to be, it's going to be about an hour, I'll just show them all off. Okay, and then see, little tail. And again, I made the tail, which I just modified the comb to make the tail because there was no tail. But otherwise, super cute, right? Really cute chicken. So that's from that mini, it's a hardcover little book, pink cover, 25 bird patterns. Although one is a bat, which is an adorable bat, by the way. Highly recommend that one. Mini Amigurumi Birds, I think it's called. Oh, anyway. And I forget the name. Oh, okay. I even looked this up before. I should write these things down. I looked it up before I started doing this and I forgot. Now we're to my patterns again. So here is a water baby, and water babies are mermaids, but mermaids are teenagers and above, right? So this is a water baby. It's just a little kid. And then I did two leggy toads for this because, oh, actually I didn't make this month. This was last month, but whatever, it snuck in here. And there's just, I made again in the lime coloring there, the hot green, the Burnett Handicrafter cotton, because the hot green is quite fun, and it's actually, there, give it a good twist, so it straightens up. But yeah, and then I love these, and I've actually seen, I gave one to one of my young cousins here, and he just grabs this thing and goes, they grab it, and I was like, yes, somebody actually did it, besides me, you know. Anyway, but yeah, so these are fun for play and just fiddling around and looking cute. This is a fan art pattern that I made for the Color Monster, this is the happy one, because it's such a good book and it's such a great way to talk about feelings for young children. And anyway, so I made the happy monster. And okay, bunny rabbit. This pattern will be in my book. Well, is in my book, which I'm working on too. I'm slower than molasses. Remember, I'm not sure if this one's the spirit animal or this one, but I get there eventually. Just bear with me. Okay, and then here's little tiny bee. There we go. Get it off my shirt so you can actually see the detailing there. Because it's got a little stinger and the wings. And I like to put a hanging string just because, you know, that isn't, you know. So I hang it up in my area so that people can see it and it's cute. And then I have Big-Headed Kitten because this one's always a favorite. The kids love the whiskers and tail, and well, everybody just really seems to love calicos. If, by the way, if you're making cats, the calico, if you make only one cat, calico, because that's the one that's gonna sell. And then here's my axolot, because these things are cool. The Forever Teen. This pattern came as a special order pattern that I designed for a customer who was like, do you make axolots? And I'm like, no, but I can. Let me look it up what that is. That's how I discovered axolots. Very cool creatures. And then here's my jellyfish. Everyone seems to have their own jellyfish pattern, probably because it's a very good basic shapes thing. So when you're first starting out, it's a very easy one to do, and then you're doing the curly cues here. But anyway, so that's my jellyfish pattern with tentacles coming down. Waha. And it's just, again, when they're, I put a string through the top for hanging when they're not the best for sitting. See, that's, yeah, you can kind of get it, but it's a lot more fun just to, ta-da! And then the last one that I've made so far, I'm probably going to make one or two more little guys tonight, just, we'll see, but how things go. But this is a baby giraffe, and I have been wanting to make slightly bigger giraffe, and that so far has been my smallest giraffe because giraffes are cool. And I've been watching a lot of Owl House while making these. I probably one of the last people to discover it, but anyway, I saw a trailer for that new Disney thing, Hex, and people were all like, this is an Owl House ripoff, and I'm like, wait, this trailer looks amazing, this film looks awesome, I want to watch it. If the source material is this thing called Owl House, what is that? I need to know. And wow. Can we say obsessed? I love it. But I always love all those magical shows, especially the Magic Girl ones. Like I always have and always will. It's not something, I don't outgrow the things I love. I guess that's probably the best way to say it. Like if I love something, like if I'm 5 or if I'm, I guess, 40, or like, I'm still gonna love it. Like, I mean, if I really, really love it, right? I mean, some things are phases, like I don't watch Sesame Street anymore, obviously, because that's just way too young. But that was it was just an entertainment thing. It wasn't a I love it thing. But yeah, so anyway, so there's a thing about giraffes in Owl House, and which is just hilarious. But anyway, so it really got me wanting to make a smaller giraffe. And so I was like, how small can I make the giraffe? Because giraffes are actually really difficult. So because you've got the os cones and you've got the mane, and then you have all this color change that you need to do for them, right? And I do this on the fly. Yeah, and as I throw the giraffe. So I just, I worked out the basic shape for the body and then free-handed the color change. That's how I do that when I'm making a giraffe. In this case, they're 2 by 2, so 2 stitches across and 2 stitches down. But I wanted to make something that had a little smaller. And this is, well, my hand's about 7 inches, so probably about 6 inches tall, maybe 6.5, which I think is pretty good. This is a cute little one. And I always like to make the front arms longer. I know in reality they're actually not. It's an optical illusion that they look longer, or maybe they are. I don't know, whatever. But it makes more fun to me. So there we go. So that's my design there. And yeah, so this is the smallest giraffe I have yet to make. I'm not sure if I'll make them any smaller. Oh, I forgot. I made a couple of mini crochet things too, which is just my patterns, but in a smaller yarn. But I forgot to bring those over. Oh well. I have to come to the show to see those, I guess. Or maybe I'll do a little short for you with them. That might be a good thing to do. Anyway, so yeah, so there's that. And I hope you enjoyed seeing all the shenanigans I've been getting up to this month. Thanks for watching. You have yourself a wonderful day. Bye.